minute. But what we're seeing are the results of taking this product for 3 months and following a wonderful routine, and it really trimmed that belly area.
Exactly. Look at Harriet's before picture, and you can see how much weight she has in that midsection. And then 3 months later, you look at her after picture, and her body is completely different. She looks like a different woman. I mean, you can see definition in her midsection. And that's SafSlim with diet and exercise over 90 days.
Well, that voice has a long list of credentials. So I want you to meet Naomi Whittle. She, first of all, is so easy to talk to and so easy to understand. So if another big reason you haven't lost the weight that you've been wanting to lose is because you can't keep up with the person talking to you, she's gonna change your opinion on that. Yes. But listen to a little bit about Naomi. First of all, she lives the lifestyle, which I so appreciate. You know, health is first and foremost, but she travels the world. In fact, just got back from Italy.
I did.
Lucky girl, that's a fun place to travel to. And she works with the top doctors, the top scientists, really discovering those ingredients that can change weight loss for us. In fact, I mean, not only is she the founder and CEO of Rebody, but she's truly the producer of life-changing products that really is based on groundbreaking science. So tonight, the first item is that SafSlim. In fact, 375,000 orders have been taken here at QVC. So let's kind of walk everybody through exactly what we are shopping for, because you get all 4 bottles and you drink them.
Exactly. It's a very easy solution to help reduce. SafSlim is designed to help reduce that midsection fat that we all struggle with. And it was studied on a very special group of women, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. But first and foremost, I just have to tell you, these are the most delicious, textured, smoothie tasting.
I don't mind if I do.
Things that you've ever had, and here it is. You can see. So what we want you to do with SafSlim.
So it's not a meal plan that you have to follow.
No.
You still eat your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snack. So how are we going to take our SafSlim?
Just like that. This is the tutorial.
And you go back and you lick it clean.
Because it's got the best texture, right? So
it
it's
tastes
really
exactly
simple.
Like the popsicle that we love that was called like a push-up pop that had that creamsicle in it. I mean, you almost want more. It is so tasty.
And that's the point, right? So this is a very special ingredient. It's high linoleic safflower oil. It's been whipped up into these delicious flavors, and we have 4 different flavors, so you'll never get bored.
You'll get all of them.
And you take 2 tablespoons a day. And the studies that were done at Ohio State University show that women who were in the select group, so they were postmenopausal, type 2 diabetic, obese, and they wanted to lose weight, they started taking the active ingredient that's right here in this delicious SafSlim, and they started to reduce that midsection fat with diet and exercise.
Can't seem to get rid of.
That's the fat that accumulates around our midsection, especially as we age, and it's not our fault, because as we age, our hormones all start to decline. And there's this one hormone that's called adiponectin. It's a big word. You don't need to remember it. Just remember this. It's not your fault that that hormone's declining. And it's not your fault that that midsection is building. That's part of the process that we go through as we get older. But what SafSlim does is it nutritionally supports the body. It's a good for you nutritional supplement, and it actually gets that hormone to sort of like spike up and help to raise it, which in turn helps to reduce that midsection fat. So it's an incredible process. It supports your good cardiovascular health. We're in Heart Health Month. I want all of your hearts to be in the best condition possible, and it's absolutely delicious.
Well, a featured price of under $70, you're going to get the berry fusion, the pina colada fusion, tangerine fusion, and key lime fusion. But let's kind of really talk about who you designed this for, because it really is an incredible story about mother and daughter love, and your mom really was struggling with weight loss right there in that stomach area. So you really kind of worked hard on creating this for her.
Yeah, so I created this product for my mother. My mother has always struggled with her midsection weight, and that's just been part of our entire family's experience from the time I can remember. And it's been a personal family struggle. And she was always asking me, Naomi, what do you have for me? What can you give me? And we didn't have anything in our product line for her. SafSlim took 5 years to make. And here's my mother. This is, I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She's vivacious, but she was getting to the point where she couldn't get on the ground with her grandkids. She couldn't, you know, go for the walks with us. She couldn't do the things that we wanted to do as a family. And was so concerned, not just about the way she looks. Here she is in an after photo. I mean, you can
Belts
see.
around the waist.
Oh yeah,
and all.
and she says her belts are her victory belts. She has a whole collection of them, my mother does. And it's just remarkable to see how her life has changed. And SafSlim was the tool that built the momentum. It changed our family's life. It took us 5 years to be able to produce this product. The team of scientists and researchers took 5 years to get it to the point that we could bring it out. But it changed my mother's life. So if it's for you or if it's for a family member, I can just tell you personally, it's been such an inspiration. It's been that tool that's given my family back so much.
Well, tell everybody really who should be paying attention, who should have their ears open, because you know your mom definitely came to you and said, look, this is my issue. It's that stomach, it's that middle area. So who really should be paying attention to SafSlim?
So what's incredible about SafSlim is the special patented high linoleic safflower oil that's in here was studied at Ohio State University on a very select and beautiful group of women. They were postmenopausal, type 2 diabetic, and obese, and they wanted to lose weight. And so they took the active ingredient over 16 weeks. So 16 weeks, this is not something that you're gonna take for one day and have a magic bullet. This is the delicious key lime. And they noticed a huge change in their midsection fat. They also noticed that their cardiovascular health improved, that their insulin sensitivity improved. It is just a remarkable nutritional supplement. It's so good for you. It's gluten-free. There's no artificial flavors. It's low in natural sugars. There's nothing in here that's going to stimulate your body. It's just good for you, and it's so delicious.
We'll
You want to
taste
try
the
this
key lime,
flavor?
absolutely. And it is creamy, so it has that very satisfying texture to it. You know, I'm not a big cough medicine kind of gal. It's all liquidy and syrupy, and I hate the way it tastes. This is really going to taste like key lime. That other one really tasted like an orange sickle.
Natural flavors.
I feel like I just ate a piece of key lime pie.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
That's what we want you to feel like. And you know, you can take it on its own every day. You can put it in your smoothie. You can put it in whatever you want. It can just be your special treat. Now look at these before and afters that are about to come.
Tell me what we're
Look at
seeing
Fran.
here.
Okay, I love Fran's before, but look at her after because of the transformation. That's just 90 days, Amy. Think about what that feels like in the before. Look at her posture, look how she feels. She's carrying that midsection weight, and it's not her fault. She is not a 25-year-old woman. She is a woman who is really, you know, suffering from this discomfort. And then in her after photo, you can just see that sweet little expression on her face.
Yes.
Here's Judy. Again, look carefully at her midsection area.
I am, because look at the lines down the side of her stomach in that after.
I know, and that's just 90 days with SafSlim, diet and exercise always. And these are real women. These are real results. And this is SafSlim. And this is what SafSlim can do for Judy. Imagine what it can do for you. Here's Harriet. Harriet. She's so sweet and so beautiful. 90 days later, that midsection, that's the fat that accumulates and is the fat that contributes to poor cardiovascular health. In the after picture, that's just 90 days with her diet and exercise program. She looks like a whole new woman.
She sure does. Smile too.
Think how she would put on a pair of pants, how different they would look in the after photo from the before photo. It's totally different.
And you know what I love about hanging out with Naomi is, I mean, she does the studies, she does the work. It's not like, okay, SafSlim took a year, here it is.
Yep.
It took 5 years.
Yes.
And walk us through the studies, too.
Yes, so the study is so remarkable. It was an incredible study that was done at Ohio State University on this select group of older postmenopausal women who were obese and type 2 diabetic. They took the active ingredient right here in our delicious SafSlim, and guess what? They noticed, you can see these incredible results, a reduction in that trunk, that midsection fat. Who doesn't want to reduce that midsection fat? Because guess what? That contributes to poor cardiovascular health. When they took the active ingredient, it supported their cardiovascular health. It's Heart Health Month. It's so good for you. This product also really helps to increase that special hormone called adiponectin. As we get older, all of our hormones are going to decline.
Oh, great.
It's just part of our life, right? Like, You just had your little one, and,
Yes.
and so you had all your hormones up, but they decline as we age, and that's okay, that's part of life. But if we can have that tool that can help to sort of spike that adiponectin, help to increase it, reignite it, it in turn can help to reduce that midsection fat with diet and exercise. SafSlim is a breakthrough in midsection fat reduction.
Well, it's been talked about in so many different magazines, so much press. I mean, I hear the name Dr. Oz and I instantly kind of, okay, let me pay attention to this product. But there's so many of you who, you know, you've tried eating this and not eating that and counting this and not counting that. And what I really appreciate about this is, you know, you can still have your eggs for breakfast, you can have your oatmeal for breakfast, you can do what you want to do, but you're gonna add this into your routine and it's gonna tackle that belly fat. So if you see yourself in pictures, or maybe you even have to buy bigger pants just to get around that belly, and then they kind of hang in the high knee and hang in the thighs, it's kind of for your body type and your body shape. And what a great time to invest in SafSlim, because hey, we have a grill today as our today's special value. March 1st is happening this weekend. We have totally transformed to spring here on the set, both in our home decor and in really our color palettes that we're dressing in. So if you're ready to kind of meet spring with a new body, SafSlim is what you need. And talk to us about when we will see results, because I know it's not swallow a tablespoon and instantly that weight is gone.
Absolutely. So the study was done over 16 weeks. My mother started to get some momentum in the first 30 days. So that gave her so much confidence. The before and afters, that was after 90 days. So SafSlim is award-winning for the flavors. You know, it is so delicious. It's something that you will look forward to, and it's a good for you nutritional supplement. So it's not like you're having to make the sacrifice in any way, shape, or form. And then that momentum starts to build. You're starting to build a momentum, and all of a sudden, those pants are fitting a little bit differently, and you just feel so much better. And like you said, we're going into springtime. This is the greatest springtime gift anyone can give themselves, and it's refreshing and delicious. Do you want to try another flavor?
So we did, what did we do? What was the orange card? Tangerine?
Yes.
And then we did key lime. So
Yes.
what should we try next?
So
Berry or pina colada?
Whichever one you want.
Let's do pina colada.
Okay, let me
Why
find
not?
the pina. Oh, here's
did I
the pina
steal
colada.
it? Sorry.
Oh my gosh, this is my personal favorite flavor.
Oh, really? I should have tried this one first then.
It's yummy, yummy, yummy. And the texture is satisfying,
Thank
right?
you. It really is. It's the texture, it's the taste. There's no aftertaste. I mean, if you love a pina colada, you will love this. If you love key lime pie, you will love the key lime. Oh, that's good.
Isn't that great?
I can see why that's your favorite. If you love coconut, pina colada is going to call your name.
And it's all about the science, but that's not what you need to worry about. What you need to think about is, you know, is that midsection fat bothering you? Are you concerned about supporting your good cardiovascular health? Do you want to do something good for yourself that's easy? There's no stimulants, there's no artificial flavors or colors. It is gluten-free, and it is designed on groundbreaking science.
Well, again, let me remind you, it's not a choice of. You are going to get all 4 bottles. Now, it is an auto delivery program. So signing up for auto delivery every 60 days for 1 year will get you a new shipment of all 4 bottles, and you'll always lock in that lower featured price of $69.98. But you just add it into your daily life. So you do it once in the morning and once in the evening, correct?
That's
right. Before my meals?
Yep, you can take it before any of your 2 meals. Just take it before breakfast, you can take it before lunch, whatever is convenient. And what my mother always does, and she reminds me all the time, is she puts it right in like the center of the door of the fridge. So when she looks in the morning, she remembers. My mother says, okay, I'm gonna take my SafSlim. And SafSlim changed my mother's life, and it changed our family's life. That's why I love this supplement so much. Not only is it a patented form of high linoleic safflower oil, but it's a product that's changed my family's life. My mother can now do tango.
Oh,
she rides her
fun.
horse. She's on the ground with my kids. You know, she's an active woman, and she has a whole collection of these adorable belts that she calls her victory belts, and I keep buying them for her. And the pleasure of being able to go shopping with her now, it used to be when we would go shopping, I love to take my mom shopping. She would get really uncomfortable and she'd sort of hide in the dressing room, but now we'll go shopping and she just feels beautiful and she feels the way she should, and it's just exactly what I dreamt this product could bring to our family.
Well, if you're looking to have those feelings in your life, you know, when you look in the mirror and you can put a smile on your face, you can go be with the family and actually play and move and really enjoy the event, then SafSlim is really just going to be ideal for you. We want to go through those before and afters again, because what we're talking about again is that belly fat. And I love it, Naomi, you say, you know, it's not our fault. Some of us have that particular body shape, some of us have that age where we're lacking in hormones, and this is what happens.
Exactly, and look at Harriet. She's at that age, right? She's in that age group where it's not her fault, and you can see her body's very nice in the before picture, but her midsection fat has definitely accumulated. 90 days later, Amy, she's achieved these results with diet and exercise. Look at her side view. She looks like a completely different woman.
Sure does.
And she is so authentic. And I can only imagine the difference in her sizing.
Yes.
In the before and after. That's just 90 days, lady. Think about it. We're March, April, May. And
so
by
right around
June,
Memorial Day weekend, you're going to have a whole new figure in that stomach area.
and here's Fran. Again, you look at that midsection and you know that that fat that she's carrying in her midsection contributes to poor cardiovascular health. It's not something to mess around with. We know we need to take care of that area of our bodies, but it's not our fault as we get older. The fat accumulates because our hormones are declining. But SafSlim really has been designed in the clinical study to help increase this special hormone called adiponectin that declines in that midsection. You can see it in Judy. And then in her after picture, there's a big change. That hormone has increased with her diet and exercise program, and she's like a brand new woman after 90 days, and she is feeling good. You can see how great she feels in her after photo, and that's what I really want for anyone who's going to try SafSlim or anyone who's even taken SafSlim and wants to take it again.
Well, there's a reason 375,000 orders have been taken here at QVC. So we want to go through the studies because this is what Naomi does. This is what she's won awards for. She knows how to give us back that body that we're looking for, and in a healthy way.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like you said, in a healthy way. This is a very special product that was studied at Ohio State University, the active ingredient, in a group of select women. They were older, postmenopausal, and type 2 diabetic and obese. They took the high linoleic safflower oil right here in our SafSlim, not to be confused with regular safflower oil, and look at the results that they got over 16 weeks. It supported their blood sugar balance. How important is that? And their insulin sensitivity, helped to naturally support the reduction of that midsection fat, and it increased that special hormone, adiponectin. You're all going to remember that name, but that hormone declines as we get older, and it's just not our fault. It's just part of life. But if you can have that weapon in your toolbox that will help to elevate it, it can in turn help to reduce that midsection fat with diet and exercise. It's like just an amazing, amazing tool for your good health and for your midsection.
And you know, it's so nice too because party season, I always call spring and summer party season. I guess technically the holidays can be a party season. But for me, it's just those cookouts, it's those outdoor activities that bring the family together. Not only are you going to be more mobile because that belly fat's not going to be attached to you anymore, but what's nice about it is you're going to make smart decisions when it comes to diet, when it comes to health, but you can still eat a meal with everybody. You don't have your own food that needs to go in the microwave. You don't have to say, you know what, now I have to go talk to my coach the following day. You're just adding that SafSlim into your routine. So before breakfast, before lunch, or before lunch and before dinner, or before breakfast and before dinner, however you decide, it's just that delicious, tasty supplement that's going to start to make a change in that belly fat.
You want to try
Is
another
that berry?
flavor? Yes, this is the berry. So you can see how delicious it is.
Oh, it even looks pretty.
It's naturally derived. There's no artificial flavors.
Oh, that's good.
There's
That's
no added
really
sugar.
good.
There's nothing
Is
in
there
here.
raspberry in there?
And there's nothing in here that's stimulating, so it's so good for you.
That might be my
it's
favorite.
like, right? And you could just put it into your yogurt in the
I was
morning.
going to say, it reminds me a little bit of yogurt, that one in particular.
I know.
It doesn't taste medicinal. It doesn't taste fake. It doesn't have that horrible kind of aftertaste that makes you kind of taste your mouth. It really does just taste like I had a wonderful strawberry and raspberry yogurt.
And that's the point. It's so yummy. It's so good for you. There's nothing in there that's going to like get you jittery. It's gluten-free, and it's based on really groundbreaking science. So there's nothing to lose by trying it and incorporating it into your life. And the study was done over 16 weeks, but you've seen amazing before and afters of real women who really started to reduce that midsection fat. I think the photos just, they say it all.
They do. So actually, we're going to show those photos again. Let me remind you, it is a 60-day for 1 year auto delivery. If you just want the one-time shipment, we can do that for you. But look at that stomach. I mean, in that before, Naomi, it almost looks like we do sometimes when we're bloated and we can't even suck our stomach in.
That's right.
And then in that after, I mean, it almost looks like a six-pack there. I'm seeing lines
That's
on the
exactly
side
what I said.
and a line down the middle.
And it's true. I mean, Harriet achieved that with 90 days of taking SafSlim with her diet and exercise program. She's such a beautiful woman, and she feels and looks like a completely different woman after 90 days. That's with her natural diet and exercise and SafSlim, but it's the science, it's the real science behind this kind of product. Look at Fran, look at her before and then her after, and imagine what it's like for her in her after picture. That's just 90 days later, to be able to put on a pair of pants and think about how much better she feels as a woman in her after photo. So I'm not asking you to do something outrageous. This is a very simple, natural solution that's delicious, and it's based on really good science.
Did you and your mom have that kind of talk? Was that almost like your mom's idea? Because she probably wasn't looking like, okay, Naomi, give me the world's craziest challenge, and that's how I'll get this weight off my stomach area. She probably wanted something simple and easy.
Well, she was asking me for years, Naomi, what do you have for me that will help me to reduce that midsection fat? My mother was always asking me, and this was a struggle that our entire family has gone through for as long as I could remember, and we could never get the momentum no matter what we tried. And so my team of researchers worked for years. It took 5 years before we could bring SafSlim out. And SafSlim was developed really for my mother.
And we're going to actually show her pictures again, just because, you know, for time's sake, we wanted you to meet her one more time.
Here's her before picture. And you can see she's an active woman. She was doing all the right things, but she was always struggling with that midsection fat. And she couldn't get any momentum. Then we brought SafSlim, and here's her after picture. And you can see the belt. She looks so beautiful. She has so much energy. She's on the ground playing with her grandkids all the time. I love the life that we are able to live as a family now, because we couldn't do it before, and SafSlim is such a big part of it.
Well, if that is what you want for your life, or maybe for a loved one's life, so that you can really enjoy spring, enjoy summer, you're getting all 4 bottles for under $70. Remember, we have our love it or return it policy here at QVC, so there really is nothing to lose. Just get it home and try it and find out if it makes a difference, because it could be the solution that you've been looking for. And if it's taste that you're looking for, oh, trust me, I have eaten all of them. I think still, tangerine is always going to be my favorite, maybe because that was my first love in the SafSlim line. I just love that tangerine. 8260372. And we've got more. We're going to talk about an incredible protein bar next. But our girl Stacey is standing by. She's going to talk about grilling.